Cyberpunk 2077, one of the greatest comeback stories of all time in gaming, and, well, for me it's pretty much effectively the new Skyrim, because modding in this bad boy is out of this world, and amazing, okay, amazing.
Update 2.2 released on December the 10th, ushering in new and unexpected features to the base game, and that entire sequence, the announcement, the live stream, even Virtuous Studios, was all kind of a massive shock to fans of Cyberpunk who had mostly moved on thinking it was already over. You see, Project Orion had been formally announced by CD Projekt Red on October.
Wait, this is so crazy. Cyberpunk, a Cyberpunk universe is never going to happen in real life because people are instantaneously going to be like, oh, put this thing in my head so someone can hack and kill me? When quantum computers exist and no such thing as security no longer exists, sure, buddy, why not? Boop, get the chip in and then you're dead. You're dead. Yeah, no. No.
October 4th. And outside of small updates and fixes, most players did not expect 2077 to see the kind of post-sequel support it continues to receive, especially when Adam Kaczynski, CDPR's president and CEO, had already confirmed that the next 3 games in the developer's pipeline were all dedicated to the Witcher franchise, putting the current Cyberpunk and the upcoming sequel in a state of suspense but hopeful thoughts to the present and future. Though to be fair, with this centralized shift over to the Witcher, Cyberpunk 2, aka Project Orion, is still years away from release. For 27,
Orion is just gonna be such a woke mess. CDPR is dead, and we all know it. Some of us don't want to admit it just yet, but you know it's over. It was over the moment CDPR got their first Woke trophy. And again, I'm not kidding about that. They have literally gotten a Woke achievement by a company that makes money by giving out Woke achievements. Yeah, make it make sense. In any case, it's over. All the people who made the original Cyberpunk, gone. All the people who somehow made Cyberpunk 2077 Liberty City, gone, dead. Why do I call it Liberty City? Whatever. In any case, you get the point. All the people who made the Wild Hunt, gone. So, and, you know, CDPR is opening new locations in the hellscape known as California, with all the modern day isms, and in hellscape in Canada, the 51st state of America, known as Montreal, which is literally the worst place ever. Maybe Quebec's worse, who honestly knows. It's all a shithole. But in any case, it's pretty much over, as you can probably tell, for CDPR Red. I want to mention Red specifically, but you get it. It's over. People are no longer excited about this. This is effectively the same situation as Elder Scrolls 6. After seeing what Bethesda has done with Starfield and Starfield Shattered Space, people are no longer excited about what is to come with Elder Scrolls 6 because it's going to be a fail, it's going to be boring, it's going to be sad and bad. And, well, now after seeing what they are offering with The Witcher 4, aka a completely nonsensical girl boss saga about a woman who was previously, by the way, the literally most important and powerful character in all of the series, now turned into a Witcher just so she can girl boss kind of verse now because reasons. It is dumb, it is stupid, and it looks bad.
77, December saw Update 2.1 drop on December the 5th, ushering in features like a fully functional metro system, allowing players to enjoy an immersive and somewhat more leisurely and safe ride through Night City simply by walking up to an in-card station and picking a destination. V also received a new radio port, so you could take your personal soundtrack on the go, and Hangouts with Partners was also added in, along with new vehicles like the Porsche 911, and of course, replayable races. All in all, It was a decent update to the game and felt like a gradual slowing of pace, especially after late September's colossal Phantom Liberty expansion drop, which I plan on going back in and giving it even another go because, at least for me, it just hits on so many levels. And all of this makes Update 2.2, which dropped on December the 10th, that much more dramatic because 2.2 had not only more features added to the game, but also a few surprises as well. Dubbed the Express Yourself update, 2.2 ushered in a ton of new character customization options, 116 to be exact.
Okay, some of these don't look cyberpunk at all. Some of these look just DEI introduced, I'm not gonna lie.
Along with a new randomized lock feature to keep a certain aspect of a look once it was achieved.
Okay, but if a woman has my hairstyle, you know that's bad, but extremely good.
While allowing the others to be randomized, again, giving players the ability to roll and re-roll until they found that perfect look. But without a doubt, 2.2 focused in on vehicle customization and photo mode enhancements. Rayfield's Crystal Coat tech was expanded onto new manufacturers, while Twin Tone gave players the ability to simply scan vehicles they saw and wanted to copy, saving that specific paint job into a database, allowing for some really unique paint jobs to be found and archived. Crystal Coat changed the game when it came to encounters with the NCPD and expanding it to include Herrera.
You can just tell this. No, wait, no, this is not console. Odd one. Hell is odd one? No, this is console, I think, because of the aiming. Oh god, you can just tell. You can just tell it's bad.
Mizutani, Quadra, and Villefort was something we've been
console.
wanting, along with highly requested vehicles also being added to the game. Photo mode went through an extensive overhaul and widening of options such.
Bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Photo mode sucks. No one cares. You know what doesn't suck when we're talking about looks? The hot spicy mods. That's it.
Because now we saw a new player enter the development scene, with Virtuous Studios announced as mainlining the work on these updates, with oversight coming from CDPR reps. Now again, this is a fascinating story within the story for a game that was supposedly done with updates to now appear less than 10 days later after its announced last update, now with even more features being added into the game. But we also...
Yeah, at this point I am totally convinced that CDPR is just trying to milk this. Oh, Cyberpunk 2077's last update! Get in the game to see how it is. Oh, here's another update. We know we said it's the last one, but no, we got one more in us, Chief. And now it's their last update. Yeah, you get the point. They're gonna just constantly say no more updates and then do something like this, so the news just continues. Honestly, working quite well, can't even complain. But still, slightly annoying, I guess.
Learned the work was done completely by an outside studio contracted to do so by CDPR. Now, during this team's live stream reveal, it was also mentioned that there might be more updates to come, which we'll get into in a little bit. But looking back on it, from Phantom Liberty up until now, we've seen DLCs, updates, and additional features continually added to this incredible game, along with some hidden features as well, which is a trademark of CDPR. Now, anytime they update the game, there's always several new items added in for players to find and experience firsthand. For instance, Update 2.2 added in a new street race you can find down in Watson, a potentially wild NCPD experience to be found at Tom's Diner, especially if you've got an itchy trigger finger, and there was also a Balatro scavenger hunt quest quietly added in there as well. Now, no doubt, besides the continual improvements and enhancements that have been made to the base game, there's also a juggernaut of outside influence there to help, as the Edge Runners series did wonders for attracting new eyes to this IP. There's also been a recent announcement.
Oh, yeah, dude. After Edge Runners, I'm actually just gonna show it. Cyberpunk 2077. Steam DB. Okay, let's look. Price history. No one cares about price history. We want in-game and then 3 years. 3 years. Or max, maybe not 3 years is good enough. Max is the peak, which is obviously a million, which was huge. I'm going to share the screen, boys. Prices to PB. Okay, let's go. Okay, look at this. This is pretty impressive. I think this was the drop of Edge Runners, okay? Look at this. 2019K people on average. Bam! Edge Runners drops. Congratulations. Dude, the success of Edge Runners in just selling the product alone made a lot of people look into making animes for their own stuff. Because what else is there? Arcane, Dragon's Blood. I'm not even sure which one was first. I'm pretty sure Dragon's Blood happened before Edge Runners, and Arcane also probably happened. But Cyberpunk's Edge Runners was the thing that sold it. Because Dragon's Blood is not the same as Dota in the slightest. And Arcane is not even also close to League of Legends in the slightest. But Edge Runners is as close as you can honestly get to Cyberpunk 2077, and then the actual big update. Boom. And now it's sitting... Dude, this is amazing. Again, look at this. Absolute devastation. Literal devastation. All in 3 months. Boom. Complete death and obliteration. And then they started fixing things. Insane. Oh, it actually shows. Look at that. Edge Runners update. Bam. And here it is. Update 2.0. Nice. Man, everyone now wants to be Cyberpunk Edge Runners effectively because of this.
Announcement that Netflix will continue on with Cyberpunk via a new series, but it will likely be a new expansion to the universe as Edge Runners Season 2 is not confirmed. There's also been official...
I hope there is no Edge Runners Season 2 because Edge Runners completed and it should stay as it is. Okay? We need something completely new.
Confirmation that a Cyberpunk 2077 live-action project is now planned, but won't release until 2025 at the earliest, a fact that Idris Elba, the voice of Solomon Reed, has expressed...
Idris? Isn't he Idris Elba?
Great interest in, even mentioning Keanu Reeves in his statements. To look at Cyberpunk and see just how well it continues to resonate with new and old fans alike, and to think it could be boosted to even greater heights if something like this live-action movie releases, is simply insane. And all for a game that has consistently stayed in the Steam top 100 sellers for 81 weeks straight, currently holding the number 8 and number 17 spots with the base.
Hey, and all of this is gonna end because CDPR decided to go woke. You can't make this up.
Game and Ultimate Edition. So, where does 2077 go from here? Well, for a game that went through a crushing opening act, resulting in mass refunds and PlayStation completely pulling it from sale on their platform, lawsuits and millions spent in post-release development and improvements, it doesn't seem like CDPR is quite ready to put in the towel just yet. Now, as mentioned before, 2077 is still doing exceedingly well on Steam, as the top 100 is based on dollars generated, not copies sold, so there's that. There's also the time gap up to the new release, which as we know is currently blocked by 3 upcoming Witcher titles, despite the announcements that Project Orion is in production, so it's very early on. And
dude, imagine how much good stuff we could have actually had in our lives if CDPR just didn't decide to kill themselves by going woke. Well, they didn't actually decide to kill themselves. Again, my prevalent theory is, after Cyberpunk 2077 launched, they got sued on 3 fronts. I remember 2 lawsuits. One was lying to investors. Actually, I only remember that. But there were 3, and that part I remember correctly. There were 3 big lawsuits that CDPR 100% was going to lose. Again, one was lying to investors because they literally lied to investors about the state of the game, the everything, and there's other stuff. And at that point, bruv, you probably have no money left because they settled. They most likely settled and paid out damages to all of these things because Yeah, what's the point of fighting something that you're gonna 100% lose and then just have to give more back, right? So, yeah, at that point, I think CDPR Red was dead. And at that point, I think someone swooped in. Someone like BlackRock, Vanguard, JP Morgan, Chase, or something like that, and said, hey, need some money, buckaroo? And there we go, and the rest is history now. Oh, yeah, and that's where I think CDPR died. It is what it is. Anyway, 10 out of 10. That was Lightning Buzz Lightyear. It's been a while. Bye.